everybody, my fellow Animal Crossing players. Welcome back to my channel. For those of you that are new here, hello, welcome. My name is Sammy, and today we'll be decorating around our Nook's Cranny store. So I wanted to make kind of like an extension of the store by making a little marketplace. Before we start decorating, I just want to tell you guys how much I love this stargazing area with the little futons and all the flowers. And I also want to give my appreciation to all those who are subscribed to my channel and for those of you that watched the video. I'm so happy to hear that a lot of you enjoy my builds and gain inspiration from it. So now that I have that out of the way, let's go ahead and start decorating. So I already placed the shop in the area that I wanted it to be. I have a bunch of yellow and white items that I felt like I might use in this build. The shop is the last for the Light Fairy neighborhood, so we also had to do some terraforming and waterscaping so that we can make the bridge that will lead into the next neighborhood. As usual, I wanted to make sure there was a source as to where the water was coming from, so I started to terraform a cliff right next to the shop in order for me to make a waterfall that could lead into a little river that would also connect to the waterfall that I made in Chevra's Tea Party speed build. As you all know, I am not the best at waterscaping, but I tried to make the river as natural as possible. I wanted to make sure there was a lot of curves rather than just straight parts to the river. So I really like using the mush parasols as substitutes for trees, especially on cliffs, because it allows me to fill the space, especially when I can't put a tree there, and it gives some height to the area. Like how I did with Chevra's Tea Party, I wanted to dedicate a specific area to the marketplace, so I used the white brick custom design to show where the marketplace would be. Obviously, since this is a marketplace, I'm using a bunch of stalls to show off the items that are for sale. For the first time ever, I'm using the mush table. I think it gives this marketplace a really good fairycore vibe by using this item. on the right stalls, I am dedicating it to be the toy section of the marketplace. On the left side, I'm putting a bunch of little instruments that I'm picturing would be for sale. And last but not least, in the middle I'm putting a bunch of plant items to make up this section of the marketplace. I like the idea of decorating each section to a specific style based on the items that I use. Since this is the Light Fairy neighborhood, I'm using a bunch of glowing items to fill the rest of the space for this build. I use a lot of the yellow and white variations of the mush lamps, nova lights, and nova clocks. So I thought it would be really fun to add a bunch of yellow balloons to this build because at marketplaces, it's likely that you have balloons around because they're trying to draw you to the area. So I thought it'd be really cool to use this concept for this build. So here you'll see me adjusting the river a little bit more. It seemed too straight and unnatural for me, so I adjusted it by making more curved edges and extending the land where the marketplace is. So I started working on the pathing using the same path I've been using throughout my island. I'm just connecting the pathing from the camper van speed build to the bridge that I placed at the beginning of the video. As usual, the custom design and all the other custom designs I use will be listed at the end of the video, along with the creator codes and the socials for the creators. I am missing some, so if by any chance you know any of the socials for them or feel like I made a mistake on any of them, feel free to let me know in the comments. I started to plant all the trees in the area, and shortly after that I started to plant all the flowers. Again, I'm using yellow and white flowers. Since this area has more of that spring core vibe, I decided to fill the southern part of the marketplace with a bunch of flowers. Basically, any open spot that I had, I filled with flowers, like how I did with the speed build for Stitch's house when I made him a little meadow surrounding his house. time traveled a day so that the bridge was built and I could finish the pathing in the area that I originally couldn't prior to this day. So I time traveled a couple more days so that all the trees and flowers are fully grown so we can go ahead and do our walkthrough. So honestly, I think this marketplace build turned out pretty great and super cute. It's spacious enough to walk through, and I love all the flowers and glowing items in the area, and I'm pretty proud of myself with how the waterfall and river turned out as well. So this concludes this speed build. Thank you so much for coming to watch my video. I hope you enjoyed it and it motivates you to want to play the game and gives you some inspo on how to decorate your own Nook's Cranny shop. Let me know in the comments if you have ever made a marketplace on your island and what kind of items you put in your marketplace. If you liked the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe so you can be notified of any future videos I post. And don't forget, if you want any of the creator codes I used, make sure to wait till the end of the video. Anyways, I hope you have a great day or night.